Kakanhon Menteri Kebayakan Du Hagasing Toding Jong Katayau kalam menjur banra hapoh kayeng Dorbar Tawan ke Jela iaka Meghalaya Right to Public Services Bill Arhajar Arpo banyo Jingmynjur bahkan long anno dak jing temu ban bu dak kapor ki officer Sorkar na kabenta ban ai ki kot kisla ki badon kam ya ki paiba. Menteri rang ba ke Jela ulaong ke Sorkar Jela kan wanra ya kan ke bil hapoh ke yeng Dorbar Tawan ke Jela na kabenta ban yo ya ke Jingmynjur bat ke jing temu jong kan ke bil kalong ban bu da kapor ya ke jing a jing sakri ke Sorkar ya ki pai ba bat ula ai nuksa haba ki pai ba ki shim ya ki SC certificate en bu da kapor ba hapoh san ni nyusngi ki pai ba ki de ban yo ya ke certificate. Ulaong ki officer ki badai ban ai ki certificate ki de ban ai ki kot kisla hakapor ke balabu bat lada ki pinslam ban ai kin sya penshitom kat kum ke ni kabil hakawai pat kalyang ukonrat ke sangma ulaong ka panji committee ka balathau hagasnam arajar hinyo kala ajing mut ban penkelai ki kattu ka ni ki benta jung kariti sanchar kari bat kala pha ya ka kai phot shaka standing committee on the interstate council secretariat. Ulaong ke Sorkar Jela kalaya keren bat ya taisani halor ke hinyau pautali kimat bat kan sapha ya ke jing ajing mut syak Sorkar pedeng.
This particular bill, which will be put up in the assembly this time for voting to become an act, will ensure and is being done with the objective of making sure that a specific timeline and a time frame is given for any kind of service that the government provides to the people. For example, when you go and apply for a caste certificate, then this bill will ensure, this act will ensure that it is given to the people within a specific time period of say 5 days or 7 days. And all other kind of services like driver's license or other kind of registrations. So now with this act in place, the officials who are in the position to give this these particular services and the certificates and necessary other service that is to be given, they will be liable now and punishable if the particular service is not given within a specific period of time. So this will ensure that the overall delivery of service improves at the grassroots level for the people in general. And the standing committee has then scrutinized and given their opinion on all the recommendations that are there. These recommendations include recommendations like the powers of the governor, the powers in certain time frame of how a bill can be passed or not passed, regarding the different relationship of the state and the center. And so there are many such points, almost about 60-70 points. So it will be very difficult for me to go through all of them right now. And that's the reason why the cabinet took very long. So we had to go through every single recommendation, and the state government has given its opinion on that, and this opinion now will be forwarded to the central government.
Hakabia day pat kijing kenno unung yalam kaliang persya Dr. Mukul Sangma bakadan kijing ti dawyong bean umenterang ba ke Jela ulaong ke Sorkar ka buat renti ya kijing betha jong ke NGT bat Supreme Court bat kiwe ki kenhun kilong ki bapet ngor bha ya ka kam dawyong bat lada ka don kum kata ken sim khya bha hanrei ban syukran klem kijing sisa kalong ke babaklah shibun namar ke Sorkar kala kren syai badai ban buat renti ya ki kendon an. Hakabia day pat kecing kenok kaliang persya baka Sorkar ka pensuki kenang yaki kam ban lilam ya udoyong na kaliang ukonrat sangma uloong kaliang persya kayai beteng ban kelai la ka nongrim namar shipang ko ong bo udoyong umdan hadu lai ar metric ton hendrai hadin chitayo pat kalaong badai ban lilam no mardor ya udoyong uba lai ar lak metric ton bat kani ka peni bakaliang persya ka don hapedeng kecing kulmar jingmut.
Yeah, I think the opposition actually has been kind of going from one stand to another stand, and they keep changing their stand. In the beginning, they said that there is no 32 lakh metric ton. Then after that, they come out after a week saying that, well, the 32 lakh metric ton should be auctioned. Why is the government delaying it? So I think first thing is that the opposition must know what they're talking about. It just looks very bad on their part to give statements that are contradicting themselves. So I think that's number one. So the fact that after saying that there is no coal, there was no 32 lakh metric ton a week later for the opposition to then come up and say that when will the government complete the auctioning of 32 lakh, it should speed it up. Number one, it shows the confusion within the opposition and that they're not clear about the facts. Number two, the process of auctioning has been moving and we have been, in fact, after we took over the government, we have moved the Supreme Court to ensure that this particular ban was lifted. A lot of work has gone into it. Ultimately, Supreme Court has allowed the 32 lakh metric ton to be auctioned out. But then in that, certain criteria and provisions were put in. And therefore, we had to follow those procedures. And as I've been mentioning from day one, that we are very clear that we will follow the procedures. The reason that there were certain delays in the whole procedure is because we are following the guidelines that have been laid down by the Supreme Court and the NGT to ensure that we comply with all of that. For example, it was put in that the transportation of the coal from the pit heads and the different stocks to the depots that will be manned also by CIL needs to be done by the government. Now, these kind of things are very complicated for us to do because the government has not done this before. Getting all this large quantity of coal from the pit head or from the stock to the depot was a huge challenge for us. So these kind of things have delayed to some extent, but we are very, very close now. The transportation has been done and is being done as we speak also. And we're sure that we'll be able to, very, very soon, we'll be able to come out with the auctioning, at least in certain districts, if not all. We should be able to do it very, very shortly.